welcome to my quick class. Today is, let's see, Wednesday, the 29th of March, and today's an exciting day at Stampin' Up. We just got a quick peek at the new catalog and some of the changes that are coming, including a color refresh. Now, literally, it was launched at 3 o'clock, and I am trying to get in on another browser over here so that I can give you some more updates. But I will start off with saying that we've got 11 colors that are either returning, meaning that they were in colors at one point and they're coming back. So we have, let's see, 7 of those and 4 brand new colors, including a bubble bath, which is a true baby pink, and let's see, lemon lolly. Lemon lolly is a true baby yellow, that nice soft yellow. So I'm very excited. Those are the 2 that I'm most excited about. So hopefully by the end of this broadcast, we will be able to see some of, hopefully a concise list of those items that are retiring, especially colors, because with 11 new colors means that 11 colors have to go. And of the ones leaving, I know so far, Mint Macaron, Blushing Bride, Mary Merlot, and Mango Melody are among the ones that are leaving. When they showed us a video at 2 o'clock, yes, a real yellow, Rita, I know. Very exciting. So it's they showed us a quick video, and literally it just sped by. And of course, I'm taking notes super, super fast. And again, it was launching at 3 o'clock. But what happens is when things launch, everybody hits the website at the same time. And yeah, it's not going anywhere right now. So we'll check back in later. But along with the new catalog, that means that there are a whole bunch of stuff that are going to be retiring, meaning they're not going to be available in the new catalog. And that happens every year. We know that. We know the in colors go away, except that, little note, Fresh Freesia is going straight from the in colors to our regular collection of colors. So that is exciting, since that's a color that I've been using an awful lot of, especially since Celebration. So, but anyway, lots and lots of things are going to retire. Mostly all the designer series paper always retires, and that's because they we only offer so many packages, even though it is a lot, especially considering our paper is double-sided. They always refresh all of the designer series papers. So we know that all of those are retiring. And let's see, but the biggest news of what is retiring is, dun, 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 whoops, the Stamparatus. It's very sad. I don't know how many of you have it already, but if you don't, I highly recommend that you get it. There are reasons, evidently, that they had to pull it from our current offerings, and so we don't know if it'll be back or not, but it is a tool that I use sporadically, but definitely when I need to do things repeatedly. So Lois, I see you said you missed that, but I don't think, unless you had a chance to look at the catalog and realize that it was missing, I don't think you would have seen that. That was something that we were told about to prepare us on Monday at a leaders meeting. So that's, of course, we weren't allowed to say anything, but at 3 o'clock I was allowed. So here I am telling you that the Stamparatus is retiring. So that is, that's kind of a big deal, especially because we developed that in-house, and it was done by demonstrators that came together and fully designed that tool. So I'm a little sad about that, but it's still available right now. So if anybody wants it, they can get it, and I'm going to demonstrate a card using it because I think it's worth it. If you can swing it and you want it, it's just something that you want to get sooner rather than later. So without further ado, let's take a look at the card I'm going to make today, and then I'll take a second and jump over. Lois, I know that you have access to it too, so if you happen to see any updates you want me to share with everybody, that would be great, especially the list of colors that are retiring. That's what I'm looking for. So Lois is in my downline, and she is thankfully on the call, although she's probably doing it while at work. But I appreciate that. So anyway, let me switch over to my desktop and show you the card. So this is a card I made in class, but I had to do it again because the Stamparatus is going. And this card I thought was a perfect demonstration of the Stamparatus, and also some of the products that are in the mini catalog that may or may not be included in the new catalog. Hopefully by the end of this call, I'll be able to tell you that too, but that's a lot to look up while you're trying to do a demonstration. So let's go ahead and make this card and see how it's done. So when we use the Stamparatus, for those of you who may not have used it before, it features these acrylic plates, and unfortunately where my camera is, I have to kind of do things on an angle to show you, but the acrylic plates come out and they can be put in on two sides, and then there's a magnetic mat. This piece is magnetic, and I use when I'm using photopolymer stamps, you use the little mat that comes with it. It's a little foam mat. And then the first thing I'm going to do when I make my next order before things retire is I'm going to get myself another package of these little mats, which I've been relying on them for a lot of different things lately. I don't just use it in my Stamparatus, my little grid paper. So, but what I've done is I've strategically placed a couple of stamps from this is from the Petal Park bundle, and so this is the stamp set, and the punch, oh my goodness, was right here a second ago. Never fails, never fails. But I'll show you that too in a second. But I want to show you how to stamp. So what I did was I took some basic white paper and I cut it to the size that I know that I want it on my card. And I always work in the top corner where the two places to insert the panels meet. So that's where I usually try to work. And I'm going to take my magnet. These are super strong magnets, and I'm going to put it there. And then I'm going to lay down my acrylic plate. Now on the top of the acrylic plate, when I turn it, you can see that I have this very bold stamp. And when you have a bold stamp, you're going to use your lighter color. So I'm using two different greens. This one is Pear Pizzazz, and I'm just inking it up upside down. And you can see that it has its ink on it, and then I just go and I press it down. Now what's wonderful about this is that if I didn't get a good enough image and I wanted to do it again, I could just re-ink it and go right back to the same place, because everything is exactly where it needs to be. And for a class, it was perfect because I was able to place everything so that everybody's card came out exactly the same and nobody had to worry. So now I'm going to take this plate on an angle because of my phone, and I'm going to just flip it around and put it back in. And so on the reverse side, I have the detail stamp. Now here is where the magic happens. I'm going to take a darker color, and this one is Garden Green. I'm going to ink up my Garden Green. You can see the detail there. And I'm going to take the Stamparatus and close it up. And watch what happens when I pick it up. Ta-da! Everything is placed perfectly, and I can just remove this, and it just, now I know that my card is going to be exactly the way that I originally designed it every time, and I could continue to go through and do it multiple times. Now, in addition, I'm going to stamp my flowers the same way. So I'm going to take my, I just need to close my ink pads because I'm going to make a mess over here if I don't. I'm going to take the flowers. See how I have the flowers on, this is on one side, this is on the other, the detail on the other. This time I'll do the detail first so that you can see. And now I just took a strip of paper because I knew that they would meet. So again, working in that top corner. And for this, because I'm using the detail, I'm going to ink up with my darker color. And that is, this one is Gorgeous Grape. And I'm just going to press it down. And voila, here are my beautiful flowers. But when I take it and I flip it one more time, now I could have set this up that the others, that both panels were in, and I would work at a different angle, but it was just easy for me to do it this way. Now I'm going to ink up the solid portion of the stamps and stamp them down. And voila, perfect flowers every time. Isn't that great? So the Stamparatus, as I mentioned, is retiring. It's available only as supplies last, and it will probably go quickly. It's been on, most people put it on their wish list, but it is a little bit more expensive. I believe it's $50. Let's take a quick look because I don't want to mislead you if it is more than that. But anyway, a lot of people put it on their list and they say, oh, I'll just work with my blocks and I'll get it eventually. And then they don't. And I don't want you to miss out because it's going to be gone. So this, where is it? There it is, perfect placement. I had it open to this. So it's $49, the Stamparatus, and then you could get extra magnets and also the small grid paper. And that's the thing I was talking about, is that it's just a little grid paper that makes it really easy to work with. So, so that's my little plug for the Stamparatus. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and continue with our card. We're going to take some basic white thick cardstock. I like to use thick cardstock for my base. And then I'm going to take a piece of balmy blue, and I'm going to use my adhesive and put this down. Now this was a happy mistake that I had made, and that is I miscut this paper somehow. I meant to make it a perfect mat for the white. Whoops, see? Getting ahead of myself. I didn't want to put this down yet. We're going to put it down in a second. We're going to use our Highland Heather and lay this down as the background. Just add some dimension. And then this. Then we're going to put our balmy blue. And I had meant to make it a mat for the white piece that we stamped on, but I misjudged, as you can see. And I put this down. And then I decided I actually liked the way that it looked. So sometimes that happens, right? So here I go. I'm going to put this down. You see that I meant to make it the 1/4 inch bigger, but so that it would show at the top and the bottom, but it didn't. But that's okay. So now we're going to take that punch that matches, and I have to get up and look for it because it was just here. And of course, I was cleaning up the office earlier. Oh my goodness. But there's a punch that goes perfectly with those flowers. And when you stamp them, they align so that they can be popped into the punch just right. I'm going to check one more place, so everybody hang on. So I bet you don't get on too many lives where the person just leaves, but you couldn't really tell, right? Huh? Anyway, so here we have our punch, and we reach in and just punch them out, and they come out perfectly because they are designed to be used like that. And so now we're going to adhere them with dimensionals to the card. Let's see. So you can kind of see where they are meant to go. So my little one is going to go to the top. And I think there's no top or bottom because, as you can see on this one, I did it the reverse. And that's fine too. Okay, so now we have our flowers. So now we'll go ahead and stamp our sentiment. We are going to use the gorgeous grape for that, and the sentiment is Let's Celebrate, and that is from Let's Celebrate is from the Sentimental Park, which is also in the same suite as Petal Park, the Petal Park bundle. If you want to see some samples made with that stamp set, you can look at previous lives that I've done. And here we go. We're just going to use some dimensionals. Then we're going to put our we'll put our gems on. They are just rhinestones. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, which I believe is going to have some new attachments in the new catalog. I think I heard something about that. So anyway, so there's our card. So if you give me just a moment, I'm going to pop over and see if I can get into, let's see, the website and see if I can read off for you some of the colors. I can tell you some more already. So let me flip over so you can see me. Not that I'm that exciting. Okay, so Lois was able to get in, so hopefully I'll be able to see our new colors. And so I know that the returning colors, so these are formerly in colors that, see, I can't get the file to come up, Lois, so I don't know if you have more data. Yeah, so thank you, Linda, for telling me that it was a pretty card. I know you got to make it, so I'm glad you liked it. But so Lois is typing for us. But so our returning colors are Blueberry Bushel, Fresh Freesia, that as I mentioned, Lost Lagoon, which is kind of like a teal. Let's see. Lost Lagoon, Lemon Lime Twist, which is a very, very bright yellow, and that is coming back. Berry Burst, which is it's kind of like a rubyish pink. Pretty Peacock, which we knew before, but that's like a bluish green. And Misty Moonlight, which is a kind of a light navy blue, and that was a hugely popular color, so we're all very happy that that came back. Among those that are leaving, we have Pale Papaya, which we knew because that was an in color, Mango Melody, Bermuda Bay, thank you, Lois, for this information, Soft Succulent, which was an in color, so we knew that one. So I guess truthfully there are 16 colors that are leaving because 5 of them are in colors. Polished Pink. Poor Lois is typing as fast as she can to give us this information. So Saffron is leaving. I guess they didn't need another pale yellow, and that was kind of a iffy pale yellow, if you will. Rich Razzleberry. Funny story about Rich Razzleberry. Any of my team members out there watching, that is the color that I like the least and that I use the least. And it turns out that that's the color that has been the lowest selling color in the United States and Canada, North America. It was Rich Razzleberry, which is interesting. Blushing Bride is going. I know a lot of people didn't love that pink. So now that we have a new pink, which is called Bubble Bath, that'll be exciting. I mentioned already that Macaron is leaving. Let's see. Pear Pizzazz is leaving. Now that's a hard one for me to take because I use Pear Pizzazz all the time, as I just used it here. Mary Merlot, we talked about, that's a very dark red, like a burgundy. So that is being kind of replaced with the Berry Burst. It's not really maroonish, but Sahara Sand is going away. We did bring in 3 new browns. Soft suede is going away, but that is going to be replaced with a color called pecan pie, depending upon how you say it. And then there's also a copper clay, that's an in color, and a pebbled path, which is like a gray that's going. So let's see. I'm going to recap this list since I was reading it slowly. So in colors that are not returning are pale papaya, soft succulent, evening evergreen, makes me sad, polished pink, and then fresh freesia it is carrying over. So those are the in colors. And then as far as the regular colors that are leaving, we have Mango Melody, Bermuda Bay, which has been my all-time favorite Stampin' Up! Color. So that's a little sad. I don't know how I missed saying that before. Let's see, So Saffron, Rich Razzleberry, Blushing Bride, Mint Macaron, Sahara Sand, and Soft Suede. Let's see, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's one more, Lois. There should be one more regular color that's leaving. I don't know how, let's see if I can see it yet. Let's see. So sorry for the delay on this, but everything launched at 3 o'clock, and I was excited that I had this going on today. But unfortunately it was exactly the same time. And so there's one more regular color that is leaving, but I'll be putting together an email that will go out that tells you all the different colors and everything you need to know about the colors. Everything is available while supplies last. That means paper and markers and all of that. In addition, our markers are changing a little bit. The barrel, they look pretty much the same, but the barrel is longer and the brush tip is a little bit supposedly sturdier. So that's something. I don't know if Pacific Point is going or not. I can't see the chart. Oh, maybe I can. Let's see. We have a little video that I will post so that you can see. It sounds like maybe Pacific Point is the other one. Color combinations, color coach. Yeah, they don't summarize it very well for us, which ones are leaving. So, okay, Pacific Point is the extra one that's going. So those are the 11 colors that are leaving, and we have a whole bunch of new colors coming in. So that being said, again, I will be posting it on my Facebook page. I will be sending out an email to customers, and there you have it. You have some of the latest information being with the Stamparatus retiring and what the new colors and retiring colors are. So thank you very much for joining me today, and take a look at all the different things that are going to be posted by me and all of my peers out there. And if there's anything you want to get your hands on, just make sure that you get that order placed sooner rather than later. Some items will go on sale as of April 4th. We don't have that list yet, but when I get that, I can let you know that as well. But if you wait for the sale, it might be gone before it starts. So that's just something to note. I hope I answered everybody's questions. So anyway, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you the next time. Take care. Bye-bye.